Welcome into Steelers Latest, your daily spot for all news and information related to your Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember to like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video to stay up to date with all of our content coming out. And it is draft day. This video is coming out before the draft, but it is time for my day 1 and 2 picks. Let's start off with day 1 for me. Gotta be Derek Harmon. I see him now after the medical concerns falling all the way into the second round after the medical concerns got flagged just recently. But our team really needs a defensive interior. I don't think Shedeur's going to make it to us at 21. I don't see us trading up to get a quarterback. I think all the quarterbacks are off the board. I think we might even avoid Dart if he's up there still. But Harmon, I think, could be the best defensive tackle coming out of this draft. Once again, the medical concerns are there. There was flagged just 2 days ago about something on his medical report. Still has yet to come out what that was. But he's an interior lineman that draws comparisons to Cam Hayward when he was coming out of college. He'd be learning under Cam Hayward. His numbers have grown every year. Like all his counting numbers have gone up. He put up more tackles in every season. He put up more tackles for a loss. He put up more sacks, put up more pressures. Pretty impressive stuff from Derek Harmon. That's the trajectory you want to see on a college player. You want to see that growth and development happen in college, and hopefully it continues when he gets into the NFL. More than likely, it will. His senior year, he had 11 tackles for losses and 5 sacks. He's going to be a threat in both the run and pass game. He's a splash play creator. He gets pressures on the quarterbacks. He stuffs running backs in the backfield. I think this is a perfect fit to secure up our defensive line, which struggled in the run game at the end of last year. And for him to be learning under someone like Cam Hayward, I think it will only benefit the team, and we will see a lot of Derek Harmon in our future if we do draft him here. But let's move on to the second day pick. For third round pick, I got us taking Will Howard out of Ohio State. Milrow probably won't be there in the third round anymore. His stock has been going up way too much in the past couple weeks for him to probably make it to us in the third round. But Will Howard is a projected third or fourth round guy. I think he's probably the quarterback that's been slept on the most coming into this draft, and I don't know why. I can't really point a finger to a reason why he would be slept on. Once again, another prospect that has improved every year in his college career in every counting number for a quarterback. The major one, though, I like to point to because if you can't complete the ball, you're not going to win games. He started off his college career as a 53.6% completion percentage quarterback, ended it last year with a 73% completion percentage, basically jumping 20 points in percentage there. That is a ridiculous jump throughout his college career. Usually you see guys who struggle in the beginning of their college career, maybe add 5 to 10% to their completion percentage. To make a 20% jump is huge. His accuracy is only developed in his time in college with Kansas State and Ohio State in his last year. And he's not going to be a guy that starts day one, but he's shown in the past that he's willing to compete for a starting position, and he's done that very well. At Kansas State, when they brought in a transfer quarterback, he was willing to compete. Um, I don't know why he's been slept on so much. He's just a bona fide winner. Also, his body type coming in at 6'4", 236 pounds, eerily similar to Josh Allen coming out of the draft. That's a good comparison right there. That's someone you want to be up there with in comparisons. Uh, but he also embraces adversity very well. This is another thing that adds on to his competitive edge. His last year with Ohio State loses to I think Oregon and Michigan in the regular season. Not looking too good for Ohio State at the time. They go on that run in the postseason, win 4 straight, win a national title. The guy is a bona fide winner now in college. I think he's going to be a winner in the NFL. I think the Steelers should take him with the third round pick at 83. I think he will do phenomenal sitting behind a veteran for maybe not a full season, maybe a full season. We'll have to see how that all plays out with our quarterback room because it could either be Mason Rudolph or another veteran guy in there. But that is who I have for the first 2 days. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about those two picks. If you'd be happy with with Derek Harmon and Will Howard coming to the Bird to supply the support to the Steelers to hopefully lift them to the next echelon of team. But let's move on a little bit as a lot of trade rumors are swirling around the league with George Pickens' name being involved in those talks, as Fox Sports' Jordan Schultz has said George Pickens' name has been mentioned in many front offices in trade talks. Omar Khan, our GM, did say he doesn't expect that we would give up George Pickens. He is the GM. He says he hopes that we have DK and George Pickens next year. They're two very talented guys, and we want to see them play together, which I completely agree with. But a team like Carolina could make a deal that is too good to deny. They give you the eighth overall pick, possibly. Then you got to move up and get your quarterback with maybe Sanders or Dart. If those are the two you're really interested in, I still am willing to roll with Howard and keep Pickens and DK Metcalf. Also, a team that has been mentioned a lot that I saw in these articles today was the Green Bay Packers. Maybe you get a second round pick for Pickens and then you make up for trading away your second round pick earlier this offseason. I don't think it makes a lot of sense though to give up on your two wide receiver 1A and wide receiver 1B. I still want to see them both on the field together. I think if we're gonna trade Pickens, you gotta wait for the trade deadline in the middle of the season to pick up either someone that fills in for an injury hole or just a hole that has been identified by that time in the season. I don't think Pickens will be gone this offseason or during draft time, but you never know. Draft time gets weird. Some teams make crazy deals, and Omar Khan, I know if he makes a trade, more than likely the Steelers are going to be winning that trade, as it seems like in the past couple of years. But let's move on to the quarterback room once again, as who will be our fourth quarterback? Because Omar did say he wants four quarterbacks before minicamp, and I think there's only two other options. I think we're going to fill the hole, get the third quarterback in the draft this weekend. I'm pretty set in stone saying that. But there's two veteran quarterbacks names that have been tossed around the Steelers all the past week and a half, especially after Flacco got signed to the Browns. One of these guys has been floating around to the Steelers all off season. Aaron Rodgers, he's been rumored to be a Steeler all off season long, it feels like. Still no real decision on him. But Kirk Cousins, once again, struggled a lot at the end of last year. Got benched for Michael Penix. I think Kirk Cousins is probably the better option if you're trying to have a vet that trains the younger guys. Your draft pick, your drafted quarterback. I think Kirk Cousins has more of the mental side of things. He seemed to do well with Penix last year and getting him ready for his start by the time I think it was week 12 or 13 last year when Penix came in and took over for the rest of the season for Kirk Cousins. Seemed like Cousins helped his development over there. I think he could do the same thing with Will Howard. But if you're just going for the dude that's better and has been better their whole career side by side, you look at it, Aaron Rodgers is definitely the more reliable. I know that's a struggle to say reliable. He hasn't made a decision yet. Yes, but when he's on the field, you know he's going to put up 20 touchdowns a year, probably in his 41-year-old season. The touchdown numbers are probably going to be similar. I think the interception numbers, Rodgers will probably have less interceptions than Cousins has next year. He's going to be cheaper than Cousins, but Cousins is just a better mental than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a head case, as we all know. He's making us wait for what feels like years and years, but it's only been months and months. But that's all I have on the fourth quarterback. It's either going to be between Rodgers or Cousins. Let me know in the comment section who you want to be that fourth quarterback, who you want to be that veteran presence in the quarterback room for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But this has been this episode of Steelers Latest. I've been your host, Cole Dennis, and I will see you tomorrow.